I ate too much. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten. Ooh. Let's try to do something more. I think it is mainly just fixing the other spells. Attacks work? Offensive flurry does not work. So let's see, that should just be in the action. What is the difference? Ignore self. What is the difference? Is it the range of one? Is that an inclusive one? It might be an inclusive one. For example, double stab's range is 4. But it's actually got a range of 5. I don't like that. How do we fix that? 0 range should be 1 tile. That's how I see it. Oh, it's math. I have to do math. I need a haircut. I think it is here. So if range is 5, what is the issue? It starts at 0. That's what's so weird, because I feel like I have taken it into account. We have this position plus position Y minus action range minus I. Right? Or is it like inherent? Inherent? I actually don't know. Are our tiles 18 or are they 16? They're 18, okay. Ooh. Okay. Right. So this is 0, 1, 2, etc. I don't need to type it out. I don't know what I'm doing, why I'm doing that. So if the character is standing over, say here, we are targeting, he has a range of 3. Let's say. So he is currently standing at 0, 1, wrong. Typed it out and I still made a mess of it. But yeah. This is what it's actually like, 0. So he is at 3, 3 right now. This is 3, 3. So in order to find this tile, we need a range of 0. So we're there. So a range of 3 would mean 3, 3 minus 0, 3. And that would put us here. It's that simple. So why isn't it? I think I should simply say that. So, which skill should we start? Triple stab. Gonna set the range of triple stab to 5 instead. And see, now we are in here. Action area size. Area of effect origin size dot value. 1. Yeah. Offset is action dot range. It's 5. Outer size 221. Inner size 221. Yeah, that's correct. Outer size halved is 111, correct? As everyone knows, 1 divided by 2 is 1. That's correct. First position, modified tile lower corner position. Yeah, that's correct. After we get through all of those things, the step out doesn't work. Source center position. 6, 11, 10. 5, 10. Sure. Size check. 0. Position mod. 1. Outer size length. Outer size halved. Plus outer size halved. Plus the range. Plus position mod. That's gonna then be 8. Like, there's nothing wrong here, I think. Because source position, that's still the bottom left corner. That's what it should be. And then we go around the outer size. There's nothing wrong here. Maybe it's the line collision then that's bugged. That's possible. Actually, yes, I think so. Maybe. Here we are offsetting the position. Could it be that? Inner size. Source center position plus offset. Five. This is... No. It's because the first tile starts down below. Down to the left. That means that the position offset has to be -1. -1. In order to move us from the top right to the top left. Because we are sending in the source center position here. And if you have a lower tile corner position, meaning your character is of this size, this is your lower tile corner position, right? But what I'm doing is I'm minimizing the character to the smallest they can be and pathfinding from there. So if the unit was this size, I would still have this center. And then we're pathfinding from here, or this becomes the center because the top right, in a scenario like this, the top right is the center because that means here. Like this, if this is 13, for example, or 1310, then this is the beginning of 1310. This is 13.9 and 10.9. And down here, this here is 12.9, or both 0.999999. So this is the closest to the center. And that's why I used that as the center. So that means it is looking here, but it actually needs to be down here because we're pathfinding down there. So that's why we add a negative offset to it based on the current position. And then we do line collision. Oh, come on. Stop fetching things. Modified tile bounce. Oh, it takes so long to fetch fucking positions. I need to change that eventually. It's so bad. It shouldn't be literally like 12 steps to fetch a position. It's insane. Oh, we're finally in. Hey. Ignore self, true, blocked by obstacle. True, true. Current ray position, origin position. Plus vector 3 to center it. And then we do all of this. Yeah, I think. But I don't know. Because it shouldn't matter. Or is it because I am doing less than? Let's see. Max distance, 5. Tile delta x, 0. 5. Yes. Actually, yes. Because we are checking I equals 0. So this has to be I is less than or equal to max distance. That's how it has to be. Seems to work. Oh. Hmm. Yep. That was very expected. All right. Basically, we have to redo the other spells now to work like this too. And I think that should not be that bad. It's just gonna be a few things. The spells are a little complicated, so figuring out what parts are still unadjusted can be a bit tricky. Oh yeah, the front needs to be removed. And Bell should replace it. All right. Description should be one of the last things set, if not the last thing set. Just so that you can read the data in the description. Light animation is not currently implemented, and it's a problem. that I'm not sure how to solve. We'll see what we end up doing with that. But it should be doable. The issue is that the way we're currently showing combat, light effects don't necessarily make sense in every scenario. Like when the duel scene plays out, having light effects play there doesn't really work, to be honest. But when a spell is cast on the field, that's no problem. You can absolutely play light effects there. And that's where it really matters. So that's why it's kind of like it's not really that big of an issue. But the whole presentation of the combat is something we are definitely gonna have to ponder. But I think we are too early to ponder that. It's something we need to get further in to really be able to say this or that. Otherwise, we're just guessing. Execution triggers, 1. Audio. I need to structure this better. It shouldn't be in random. Hello again, Jono. And so, initialize target, initialize barrier, current energy, behavior. It's all needs to move down here. And here, this should be in the barrier effect. Right? Yes. Okay. Actually, no. This is not it. Here we need to go to Cyrus Gaze. Pick up. Execute spell. Let's hide the front. Spell. I'm gonna put it before initialize, because it actually is more relevant than initialize. And I'm also gonna go to future. Slap it in there immediately. And into this barrier, because we have 2 barrier spells right now. Where am I? What's happening? Three hours until preload. For PoE2. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to save here and fixed Cyrus Gaze not being able to update its targets before being executed. Reworking the remaining spells. Hate writing things. And eventually soon I have to make sure that the Git repository actually works. Can't rely on it if it doesn't actually work. All right. So this is barrier. Change that. Target tile. This should be target object. Target object 0. Dot target. Oh yeah. Goes there. And this is null. But here we also have to recheck. The difference now is when you're targeting when you're using an AoE, that AoE, there could actually be another type of AoE. But right now you place an AoE at a position, and then when time passes, eventually you cast the spell. We'll have to see exactly how long it's going to take to cast spells too. Right now it's quite fast. But in that time, people should be able to walk out or into the AoE, and that should update, right? And it does that now. However, a skill that targets directly also needs to recheck, because if a unit walks out of the range, that spell should fail. Now, the question there, in my opinion, is should it fail, or should you be allowed to retarget? Execute. Barrier. Retargeting with limit sounds fun. Could add a layer to things like positioning and such. Yeah, because it's like, it really depends on the lore, but it's like either it's fizzles, or maybe you could be able to retarget. But I would say it's a little tricky, because then should an AoE be retargetable? Should an AoE be maybe you target an AoE when it finishes casting? I don't know, but I don't think so. But it's like a little bit of a can of worms, but yeah. But this, Jesus, the spell would have to recheck itself at least, regardless, I would say, to see if the enemy is too far away now, or the friend is too far away now. Oh, I'm trying to stand, but it's tough. Standing is hard. It's really, really exhausting to stand. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. What else is there? 'Cause we do have trigger as well. And then front of the barrier, comment that shit. And we go and see what doesn't like that. Nothing. Okay. I think that was the Templar version. Maybe not. It wasn't. Let's try the... Or was I in both just now? I don't know what I've been doing. What did I comment out then? Priest barrier. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been in both. Alright, let's do Templar barrier too then. Because I think I was in here first. Animation list. Targeted objects. Should I... Is this how we're gonna handle it? Targeted object is space object. Now that's a target. I'll be right back. Oh, does Pet? It is indeed weekends. What are you doing? Time to do nothing. Can't stand anymore. Oh, shit. Oh, oh yeah. Retro MU handhelds. Did an order on one? I would imagine the Steam Deck's probably the best choice. More or less. Ooh. You can get a Soldier Boy console. Do you remember when he came out with his own gaming console? And all he did was just put like 100 pirated games on it. Remember that? Also remember someone smashing one with a hammer to reveal basically an empty plastic case. I mean, it's just a... you don't even need much. It's like a... just a little... few parts. Ooh. Sometime soon I need to change my channel name on Twitch. I've been meaning to for like years. Well, we're making some progress here. I have reworked the spells so that now a spell can reacquire its targeting before executing. So when you cast a spell on at a certain position, if that spell isn't instant, then it's not going to store the targets that it had, but rather it's just showing you what would be targeted or what would be hit at that time. And then if enemies walk in or out, it can now reacquire those targets so that you can run away from it. That's what I've been doing pretty much today. And I got it to work, so now I'm just making it work on the other spells I have. Heat cost shouldn't be here. Alright, fine. We can have the trigger there. Then we have a bunch of behavior. And the trigger should do this. And that's it. And then we comment out this part. Null reference set. That's spell. And then it's happy. All right. See if we can fix that. Get that working. Nope. Probably with the targeting. Invoke. What's the issue there? Oh, I lost my effect funk list, I think. Let's go to the priest. Here we have the effect funk list. Am I using the same effect for both? That's probably not correct, but for now it works, maybe. Oh, okay, let's try. Path of Exile season tonight, but I can already feel I might be too tired. It worked, but it didn't fix. It needs to be done in the barrier, I think. So the barrier needs some work. But the effect needs some work. The dim stages should be in the effect now. We need all of this. Kind of? Like, not really. It's... No, I think it does need to be added. So, what we're gonna do is... we go to barrier. Then we slap in all of these. And then here... we're not gonna do this. But combat sequence effects needs to have this added. And then what we're gonna say is... yeah, creating the objects here should actually be part of the animation down here. Start effect. I mean... I don't think these are started paused. Yeah, I feel like it should be more like... this should happen here. I am tired. Let's see if that just works. Sure. I think the spell is affected by the dimming of the light. Yeah. Ah. Okay. So if we go here, entity data list, as we create these objects, they're added to the object list. But if we also add it to the combat sequence objects, that add effect object list 0 and 1. I wonder if that's enough. Let's see. Seems to work. Something's unknown. Script missing. Okay. Do both barriers work? I doubt it. How about now? It didn't crash, but it didn't do anything. It's because it should actually be doing the same thing as this one, rather. More than anything else. Let's go up and check. Why am I setting loop equals false here? Should that be a thing? Not so sure. Something like that. Maybe that might work. Not working. Oh, I'm too tired to fix this. I just am. I think that's gonna be it for today. It's a short bonus stream. But that's all I got. I cannot. It's in here somewhere. It might be because I'm using the... No, it should be fine. I don't know. We do execute spell. There shouldn't be any real difference. It should just work. Okay, so the barrier doesn't work either now. But it's like she's not even casting a spell. Why is that so different? Nah, I cannot figure it out. Not right now. Priest version of a barrier cannot be cast for some reason. Templar barrier. Cannot finish casting after generating the barrier. That's what we're gonna do next. So in an hour and 30 minutes, we're gonna have a little dev stream on the Bickering Bunch. There, I'm gonna talk about the project a bit. After that, I'm gonna eat, and then after that, I might come online and play some Path of Exile 2. Or I might just be zonked out and go to bed. We'll see. Anyhow, until next time, thanks for hanging. Have a good day. Bye-bye.